Now look, let's get to the WNBA, where Chicago Sky rookie forward Angel Reese was ejected from the game last night.
You won't believe what's been going on in the WNBA lately. After being completely dismantled by basketball experts, Angel Reese has gone completely crazy, and Caitlin Clark has been stirring things up, leaving players in her wake and appending the league with fierce rivalries and wild antics on the court. These two up-and-coming stars are creating more drama than ever before. Why is Angel so enraged, and how has Caitlin turned into a player everyone loves to hate while still dominating the game? We're heading straight into this flaming situation, so fasten your seatbelt. Let's dive into a feud where the stakes are stronger than ever. The competition is fierce, and the trash language is louder. Following her recent roasting by basketball experts, Angel Reese went into full meltdown mode, and Caitlin Clark appears to have completely upended the WNBA. Ever since she stepped onto the court, it looks as though she has caused a widespread outbreak of basketball madness. Her presence alone is seriously making players lose their composure. It's as if they see her and think there's Caitlin time to act irrational. Some players are so determined to take her down they're throwing everything at her, but the kitchen sink race, class, skill, you name it, they probably blame her for bad Wi-Fi too. The competition has gone from fierce to absolutely bonkers, with everyone scrambling to find some angle to knock her off her game. Meanwhile, Caitlin's just out there draining threes like, why is everyone? Freaking out the whole scene has turned into a mix of high-stakes basketball and reality TV drama, and Caitlin Clark is sitting at the center of it all. Cool as a cucumber, she's changed the WNBA, no doubt. But who knew her secret weapon was making everyone else lose their minds? Here's the thing, people aren't just disliking her, they're struggling to handle the massive wave of attention this rookie is soaking up while they've been working hard for years with far less recognition. And let's face it, Angel Reese is at the front of the pack when it comes to trash talk, but don't worry, the basketball experts have given her so much criticism that she'll probably think twice.
Your actions are starting to speak so loud, we can't hear what you're telling us.
Hip checking her, I would have ejected her from the game. It's not a basketball.
Why is Angel envious of Caitlin when they are both rookies and talented, perhaps even 3 times before speaking up again? The contrast between Caitlin and Angel is like comparing a top chef to someone who is still learning the ropes. Both are in a game, but only one is truly taking center stage at the moment. It's that simple. The difference between Caitlin Clark's and Angel Reese's stats is evident. Caitlin Clark's average of 17.1 points, 8.2 assists, and 4.9 rebounds per game is astounding. She is not just a player. She is redefining the game and a true triple threat who can change the course of any game simply by taking the court. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is undoubtedly no slouch either, with strong numbers of 13.5 points and 11.9 rebounds per game. Angel is talent, but Caitlin is playing at a completely different level, and alas and behold, our darling Angel wasn't having any of it. She let her feelings rule her, and let's just say that things weren't exactly going smoothly. That green-eyed monster named jealousy showed up with a suitcase and made the decision to move in permanently. Then, as Dan Patrick sagely stated, the big moment of the game, whether you consider a high point or a bit over the top, came when Angel, obviously at her wit's end, decided to unleash her inner WWE superstar and hit Caitlin with the famous "you can't see me" hand gesture that John Cena made famous. It seemed to be saying, you may be good, but right now you're invisible to me. If you somehow missed it, don't worry. Once you've seen acting, it's difficult to forget. This game wasn't just notice of what transpired on the court. It became famous for all the drama that followed. In the heat of the moment, it might have seemed like a clever or daring move, but in actuality, it was more like a desperate attempt to get attention. Reese's taunt was like a big flashing sign saying, I can't keep up with you, so here's a distraction. And the basketball community didn't ignore it. Reese's actions were discussed by legend sports analysts and almost everyone on social media. They saw it not just as a cheap shot, but also as evidence that Reese was more concerned with taking down a superior player than honing her own skills. Holly Rowe offered her own analysis on the circumstances.
Angel Reese holding up a ring finger to Caitlin Clark. But it feels like that's going to be more than just a footnote here, Holly.
As the internet often does, it went crazy with memes, hashtags, and endless hot takes all focused on that one moment. However, let's just say that Reese probably didn't get the trending she was hoping for. Instead of fans flocking to her, the internet used the opportunity to highlight how far behind Caitlin she had fallen. It became less of a rallying cry and more of a symbol of Reese's frustration versus Caitlin's level of composure, while Angel was out there trying to play mind games. Although Caitlin was creating psychological warfare, she was also creating a highlight reel because she was too busy owning the court to even bother. Caitlin didn't need to answer or engage in trash talk since her performance on the court spoke for itself. Every time she plays, she breaks records and surpasses expectations, and her response is the ideal illustration of quiet strength and confidence. Her game has many incredible moments that astound everyone, but my favorite was the one on August 30th, 2024. If you missed it, you missed a piece of history. Caitlin's 31 points and 12 assists against the Chicago Sky weren't just any game. It was a declaration of her skill and dominance. She became the first player in WNBA history to achieve those numbers in a regular season game, and she did it with ease like it was just another day. If you missed it, you missed a historic moment. And the Rookie of the Year competition was over before it even started because of Caitlin's incredible performance. Her playmaking was unmatched, her scoring was excellent, and her overall impact on the game left everyone behind, even when Angel Reese attempted to argue that statistics don't show everything. Stephen undoubtedly has a point. When you compare Caitlin Clark's impressive rookie stats of 17.1 points and 8.2 assists per game to Reese's impressive 13.5 points and 11.9 rebounds, it's evident that she simply cannot match Caitlin's all-around game. It's like comparing a solid B+ to a perfect A++. And every time Reese tries to minimize it, it only serves to highlight Caitlin's dominance. Now let's concentrate on Caitlin Clark's influence on basketball. She is generating buzz that hasn't been seen in a long time and making waves at every level. Her ascent has significantly increased the number of people who watch WNBA games and purchase merchandise. On social media, she is a viral sensation, with her highlight plays being shared everywhere, drawing fans who may not have previously been interested in women's basketball. Caitlin Clark is more than simply a player. She is spearheading an initiative that encourages the next generation to play even greater and dream bigger. Although Angel Reese had a bright future as a basketball player, her recent on-court behavior has produced serious issues. Charles Barkley, who is notorious for being forthright, called her actions childish and disrespectful on Asterisk, and others have been scathing. Within the NBA's Asterisk, Shaquille O'Neal also chastised her, stating that trash talk only works if you can support it with your performance, which Caitlin Clark performed with ease but Reese found difficult. As a result, many began to believe that Reese's actions were motivated by frustration at not being able to keep up with Clark. Every time Reese attempted to attack Clark, it only served to widen the gulf between them and highlight her flaws. As a result, the public has entirely turned against Reese, and many who formerly supported her have grown impatient with her behavior. The public's judgment is evident. They no longer believe in Reese, and social media, which have helped her connect with supporters, is now full of disparaging remarks, hashtags, and memes that mock her. Despite her best efforts to apologize and clarify her actions, people are doubtful and no longer believe in her. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is having a significant impact. She has increased interest in women's basketball, particularly the WNBA, as seen by the rise in attendance at games and retail sales whenever she participates. Clark's highlights go viral on social media, attracting people who previously didn't care about women's basketball. She's not just playing the game, but she's also motivating a whole new generation to strive harder and set higher goals, significantly altering the direction of women's basketball. What do you think about the fierce rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? Do you think Caitlin is just playing at a higher level than Angel, or do you think Angel's frustration is understandable? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more WNBA and sports news updates. There's plenty more excitement in store for you.